And we're back here, September 25th, here at the Cozy Corner on...
It says I think it says in spooky season.
Guys, what is that saying?
Who the fuck wrote that?
Guys, where we're supposed to be right now? What city?
Seriously, who wrote that?
Seriously, you got 3 seconds to fucking bring them over here.
It's not even spooky season yet.
Fuck it, let's do it again. And we're back here, September 25th, here at the Cozy Corner in... And what the fuck is it saying? I can't fucking do this. I can't do this.
I think now it says Libra season.
And we're Libra season!
Why the fuck are you guys changing it?
What the fuck are you doing?
You have a fucking script. You stick to it. That's
Simple.
Showbiz 101.
I read the teleprompter. You write the teleprompter. This is so fucking unprofessional.
Fucking stupid.
Fuck it. Fuck it. We're doing it live.
We're doing
it live. And we're back here at the Cozy Show in the Cozy Corner with your co-host Chris Mariscal and Jaime Ornelas in
spooky season.
Spooky season.
All right, it's our season coming up.
It really is.
How many days to your birthday?
You been doing some lifts?
You know.
You haven't used this. What is this for? Fucking.
I think I was doing some. I was strengthening my glutes and legs because my knee's been hurting me. So, trying to strengthen up for my next 5K.
X heavy.
By the way, is it your guys' new fucking thing now to just run without me, without no invite, no nothing, not even a fucking thought in the fucking wind?
Chris, aren't you Mr. Fucking?
Mr. What?
I was good one time, but I got I hurt my knee, so I can't do anything anymore.
I'm still running.
Barely. You took like a 2-month break.
And then you guys fucking started running like all of a fucking sudden. Once I stopped, of course.
We're like, you know what? These runs are
I've been
so
running.
much better.
Don't fucking try to throw this on me, you fucking manipulating piece of shit.
I'm just saying.
You're manipulating me right now, and I don't like it.
If someone were to leave, someone being you, for an injury.
Leave what?
Like taking a break from running.
I took a break when nobody was running. And then I started running again, and then everybody started.
Running. Angel and Nathan weren't running yet.
Exactly.
Angel's kind of
now the whole gang's running,
now
and I never get a fucking even an inkling of a fucking word.
But how were we supposed to know you're back?
About it. I'm back. I'm posting on Strava. And you're giving me kudos. All three of you. Do you want me to yell? You, Angel, and Nathan all fucking liking my shit. Okay?
We're like, good run. I bet you wish you had some run mates with you.
Jesus. You know?
What times are you running? Like, time of the day?
I don't know. Evening,
yeah,
afternoon.
That wouldn't work for my schedule, so I think that's why.
That's like all you guys fucking do. Is afternoon, evening, bitch.
Yeah.
I could go straight from work and meet you guys. What time did you run today? I bet it was in between 5 and 6.
It's 4:30, prick.
That's when I get off. It's perfect.
I know. I was thinking that, but you're off too late.
I'm off at 4:30, the same time as you fucking
Yeah, but you're across the fucking continent.
I am pretty far.
You get to my place at... Well, I'm running in Dry Creek, 4 minutes away from my work.
When you make the fucking kind of money that I make, sometimes you gotta drive a little farther. You gotta go where the grass is green.
Reach a little deeper.
You gotta go where the beer flows like wine.
Stretch a little longer.
You gotta go where the salmon flows like the rivers of Capistrano.
And you get it like a bear. If you ever see me fighting with a bear.
Yeah, how do you guys as friends treat you? Leave a comment below.
You know, I really need to
invite you to do the thing that the very activity that brought you all together. Do they do it without you now and just not even?
You know who I really want to invite, but I was just scared because I suck. Andrew.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, I don't want to do.
I'm sure he'd enjoy it.
I know, because he does like short runs.
Yeah.
But I just get so scared. It's like I'm only doing 2 miles, and like I don't want to make it a big deal. And then like you get there, and you're like, ugh, like.
I think he would just cruise with you guys, you know.
I know, but I'm like, am I tarnishing your workout? But at the end, I was like, okay, I'm good. Like we could do maybe a 4 together, you know?
Yeah, you could do it.
But I'm getting back in it. Took a couple weeks off because I was moving.
Just have him run like fucking 6 miles in the morning, and then just like do 2 slow miles with you guys in the afternoon.
Yeah,
you know?
2 painfully aching slow. He's like yawning. He's checking his stocks.
Yeah.
He was like investing in shitcoin.
Shitcoin? Dude, my stocks have been fucking booming.
Dude, yeah, right?
Right.
I'm
up $1,000 on Meta.
Really?
$1,000.
What is it right now? 500?
I don't know. Let's check. Let's take a look-see.
Come on, I know you looked at it yesterday.
No, I don't look at it that often. And then when I do, I just get so horny, and then I just I forget about it a lot. I don't think it's gonna work because my sunglasses. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh wow, I got a dividend. I have 1884 in my buying power. Damn, both my cryptos, I'm up like $30.
Go crazy.
Yeah, Meta. I'm up 1,078. $573.
Holy shit! It's just been up because when you told me you invest or whatever that was going great, it was like 400.
Yeah.
Holy hell! It's skyrocketed.
I think I bought it at like 200 something.
I need to buy that
3 years ago. What, you looking at the graph?
Holy
crazy.
shit! $90 to 500.
Dude,
5 times your money.
If you put like
that was
your
only 2
savings
years
in
ago. Less than 2 years ago.
You know what's crazy?
God, yours is looking so.
I think only 2 people have noticed that I got a haircut.
Yeah.
You and then Anthony from Jiu-Jitsu.
How many people see you?
I mean, my fucking coworkers
Oh, yeah,
every day.
Yeah.
You know.
Your girlfriend?
My girlfriend. Well, I told her, so she knows.
That doesn't count, huh?
You know, I expected a little more, but I guess it does look very similar.
None of your coworkers?
Just a smidge shorter.
Yeah, well, the first time, not much difference. This time, maybe a little more.
I cut my hair myself, you guys. By the way.
What were you guys What were you expecting? Like a standing ovation or something?
No, no, but I thought somebody would notice. You know, fuck.
Yeah,
it's a lot shorter. You know.
Yeah. So tell the.
Yeah,
oh,
I just had a fucking burning temptation to cut my own hair for like weeks now, and Lindsay keeps giving me shit because she's like, "You're so fucking cheap. Like, just go get a fucking haircut." You know.
Bum.
And I'm like, it's not even about the money now. Like, I make like a lot better money, so I'm not tripping about that. I think it's just like, I just hate the process of getting a haircut. And I think a lot of times when I get it cut, it just never matches like the vision that I wanted. And I feel like I suck at describing what I want because I don't know like the terms.
Like a what?
Describing what I want. And so I was like, fuck it, let me just try it myself. And I watched like 2 videos.
Fuck it, I'm cutting my own hair.
Exactly. I watched a few videos on how to do it, and I just started doing it. The key is, for not to look choppy, you got to pull it up like this, right? Pull up some of it. Look at how the length you want it. Cut off that length, and then you just keep pulling up different areas of your hair and comparing it to that one and just cutting it the same length. And then it all falls, and it looks really like good and layered and not choppy.
Anything else you want to mansplain?
The hardest part was cutting the sides and the back. I had to buy this special mirror. Also, I had to buy special scissors because I started using the kitchen shears, and they were just so fucking
bad.
They're so dull. It was so hard to cut. Yeah, because you have to have special like sharp ass scissors. And I actually cut my finger on accident doing it.
Jeez. Hey, have you used this thing? I think it's called like I don't. It's definitely not called this at all. It's like a Duval. That might be a fucking actor.
A duvet cover.
It's like where you cut like fruit.
Machete.
No, like it's
the
like
thing
this.
where you go back and forth.
Yeah.
And that guy cut himself on
yeah,
accident.
I mean, heck, seeing stuff like that around, like that shit's dangerous.
And you get like a cucumber, right? And like,
yeah. Do you use it?
It looks dangerous as shit. Like, because even imagine if the cucumber slips and then you're like still pushing. Like that's a whole skin.
That's like the worst cut though, because it just like it gets stuck. Right?
I would use the fuck out of it though if I had one.
Well, I heard now they have gloves that protect you.
I think there's a plastic thing that goes on top that you're supposed to grab, but I think people don't grab that until it's like really small. Like until the cucumber has been cut so much.
But it's cutting so fast that it just gets down quick.
Yeah, it's scary. I didn't watch that full video of the guy that cut himself using it.
Yeah.
How was that? Did you watch the outcome of that?
No. Well, I watched it, but it didn't show.
I knew it was gonna happen. I just X'd
But
out.
it was weird because the comments were like, I didn't know it was gonna be that bad, but then I never saw it, so I don't know if it was like in a different video.
See it? Oh.
Yeah, but it was just like fuck, and then he just
was
like,
with his girlfriend,
bleeding
right?
hella, yeah, and then his girlfriend was like, "Be careful." He's like, "I got it."
Fuck that. Dude.
Nice socks though, new.
Yeah, I think my mom got them a while ago.
I
actually,
like that bright blue, by the way.
Thanks. It's
That
like
brings out
camping
the
stuff
eyes.
and bears. Dude, I was on the fucking. I had therapy before this. I was on the phone with my therapist.
Everyone take a shot.
And every time I say therapy.
I'm just kidding.
And she was going on a walk, and I was also walking around.
Wait, why'd you go on a walk?
That's my new thing in therapy now is I like to walk and talk on the phone instead of sitting and doing like a video call.
Yeah.
Because I find that sitting in one spot, like it makes me a lot more anxious and like antsy. But when I walk and I'm just talking instead of like staring at a person, I'm like I share a lot more shit. Like it's easier to share hard stuff, you know? Yeah, because it's less pressure and it just feels more natural.
You like leave the phone and you just go on a walk, and like as it's getting harder to talk about things, you're just backing away from the phone.
Just quieter, quieter.
Or it's just like as you're talking and you're just like your pace is just going faster. So you start with the walk, and like the more intense it goes, you're hitting like a 6 minute.
God, yeah. So today, she was like, "Oh, it's perfect that you wanted to like talk on the phone because her dog.
Instead of a normal FaceTime, right?
Yeah, because she's like, my dog's like stomach is hurting, I can tell, and I need to take him out. So she was like going on a walk with him. But she lives in Colorado, like kind of in the mountains. And it's like over there, I think it's like 2 hours later. So it's like dark, you know, late.
Yeah, like 10, 11 right now.
Exactly. And I hear the dog start barking. And she was like, oh shit. She's like, hold on. And she's like, it's like really dark where I'm at right now. And I think there's like a fucking animal that he's barking at. And she's like, oh my God, I think it's a fucking bear. And she was just, dude, she was like freaking out. She's like yelling and shit. You know how people are like, hey, 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 hey.
Yeah. Why don't you just hear the manliest fucking voice? Like fucking Peretta screaming?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
And so she was doing that. She was like, hey, she's like, get it.
We just hear, ooh.
And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to like witness this.
It's so unprofessional.
And dude, it was like a cool like few minutes where she was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And they're like, she's like, I'm walking up a hill right now. I'm like fucking power.
Is she like leaving? Or
she's
she's trying
like,
to get past it?
She's trying to just walk away. But she was also like yelling, I think. So like it knew they were there. And she has like a fucking southern accent. It's so funny. And but I was scared for a second because she's like, if it's a mountain lion, you probably will just hear like a thump and that's it. And she's like, if it's a bear, you'll definitely hear some rustling.
Okay, you're on the same situation as her with your pet. Mountain lion runs to you, you throw your pet at it, or you just die with your pet.
If it was your fucking French bulldogs, I would definitely throw one at it.
You fucker. My fucking French bulldog would fucking fight it off. By the way.
Your fucking French bulldog is literally a piece of sausage to the fucking with a fucking puffy asshole with shit on it.
Okay, if it was your fucking stupid ass fucking scared of everything, doesn't even act like a cat.
That's literally textbook a scaredy cat.
Fucking bitch. You should be cooler.
I think I'd try to run with it, and if the dog got left behind, then so be it. You know,
you really don't think like,
dude,
like you think
I'm
like
not
instinct,
risking my life. I love my animals, but fuck, like, there's no way.
You think instinct though, like you drop it, you wouldn't be like, ah shit, or you think just be like, fuck, like would your instinct be more to run, or instinct more like just like that second, like it doesn't mean you have to commit, but just that few seconds of like, what do I do?
All I could think when you said ah shit was ashigarami. So can you repeat? I was trying to think of an ashigarami joke, which by the way is like the traditional name for like a throw, right?
Explain it.
Fushigi?
Hashigarami on my toppy? I don't know.
Hashigarami on my salami. She was sucking it up in the Bugatti.
I
don't know, man.
Hey, Panini. I'll write that in a minute.
I forgot about that song.
I forgot about him.
Hey, Panini. Isn't that how it goes? I remember taking a nap with that song playing on repeat in my headphones.
Why? Because it's so catchy.
I don't know. I think it's like I just got into it.
You're a devil worshiper?
But I fell asleep listening to it. Is that what it's about?
No, oh, no. I just know one of his music videos had the devil and everyone's like
really?
Pissed about it, but I forgot which one it was.
What's his name?
Lil Nas X?
Oh, that's who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember. I just thought it was like a one-hit wonder song.
You think I'm a one-hit wonder? What about now? What is I say it? I'm a two-hit. I don't know. She cheated. I'm doing them worse. No, I hit the reverse. Okay, wait. What if it was Tristan?
Ah, that's my nephew. Well, no,
Chris, this is awful. The fact that you're even thinking right now, like, what are you thinking?
I was still in pet mode. I would risk my life for him, for sure.
Yeah,
I would.
feel so sure right now.
I would. I'd pick him up and then fucking run. Like, that's
Yeah.
literally what I try to do.
Oh, my gosh. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but an animal, like...
What would you do if your niece or nephew was right there?
Break her leg and then run? Just kidding.
Kick him towards it? Back?
Like, put seasoning on her?
God.
Like Tom and Jerry every time he's trying to kill, what is it? What's the mouse? Jerry? Jerry the mouse?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
I almost fucking died the other day.
Oh, good.
And on the surface, it didn't seem that crazy, but then I really started thinking about it, and I was like, that could have been so fucking bad.
What you did? Drink a water bottle
Okay,
of microplastics?
No. So I just finished cutting my hair, right? So I cut my hair like 2 weeks ago myself. But I didn't cut it crazy short because it was my first time and I was fucking scared. And then like, no, actually it was a week later. So it was this past weekend. No Theo Von. And I was cutting my hair. I just finished and I was heading to Lindsay's house, right? Now to get to Lindsay's house, I have to drive kind of in the country, and there's this one signal, it's a light where the train comes through, right? Over here on
Briggsmore
Terminal and Clarabelle. So there's a train, right? And it has classic like blinking lights, and the sticks come down to like stop you from being able to drive
what a train
through,
track thing is.
so you don't drive. Yeah, exactly. But I'm driving, right? And everybody's driving kind of slow. Like it's like almost kind of like bumper to bumper, but we're moving. Like it's not stop and go at all. We're probably going like 25 miles an hour.
Wait, why? If the train is stopping you guys?
It wasn't stopping us. But okay, sorry. Let me paint the picture, right? So I'm heading down the road towards this train track crossing. The lights are blinking. They're blinking like the thing should be going down, but the fucking poles weren't going down. They were just up, and the lights were just blinking. So it's like, you know, like what's going on? Like, is the train just coming hella slow?
Yeah.
And they haven't gone down yet. But it was like that for a minute, and like we're all just driving. Like it is kind of like.
So people are going through.
Yes, everybody. It's kind of like bumper to bumper, but
Just
we're
going
all
slow,
going
like cautious.
like not even that slow though. Like we're going like a moderate speed.
Yeah, like school zone.
But slow enough that it's not like I wouldn't normally be driving this slow, just a little slower than like average speed, right? And yeah, I just see the things are up, everybody's going through, so I'm like, whatever. And I start looking at my fucking hair because I just cut it. So I pull down the visor and I flip up the mirror cover thing, and I'm looking in the mirror. I'm just like, you know, fucking seeing how I did.
I thought you were doing his hair.
And I fucking, like, as I'm going over the train tracks, I, like, shift my attention back to the road. The fucking poles, dude, I swear to God, they came down, like, in the time that I had pulled the thing down and was looking. They came down, and I fucking, this is how close it was. I literally, like, held my breath and, like cringed because I thought, dude, they were so low.
You're dead.
I thought they were going to scrape the top of my car. I swear to God. They were coming down, and they were, like, right here. And I thought it was going to be, like on the top of my car as I go through. It was that close.
Wait, but you're not scared of that, though, right?
I think that's how people, because I think those things are stronger than you think. Because
There's no way, dude.
I always heard as a kid, okay, because at that very fucking train intersection, there's been multiple people that have fucking died because their car gets like stuck on the tracks or whatever.
But they get.
And I remember people always ask, how does your car get stuck on the tracks? And I don't know if this is just an old wives' tale, but my parents would always be like, those things are stronger than you think. And if you go and they come down on you, like you'll get fucking stuck.
My what I grew up, and I don't know if this is an old
Wives' tale,
is that when the train passes, the train needs magnets to stay on it, right? Wait, doesn't train use that?
I think it's some kind of electricity or magnets or something. I don't know.
What the fuck did I just say? You were gonna say magnets first, and you wanted to think of something.
No, because I
electro what? What do you mean electro what?
Because you know when you're going over a train thing, you can hear the little like. Zzz, zzz. I don't know if you had this kind of childhood growing up, but I would skate to the skate park all the time, and we have to walk.
I don't have that childhood.
We'd have to walk over the train tracks. I'm just saying, I don't know if you were exposed to train tracks this closely
okay.
On this intimate of a level. But when you walk over the train tracks and there's a train near, you can hear like zzz, zzz, like little electric shits. And we'd always be careful not to step on the tracks.
Yeah, because it's a magnetic and like electromagnetic.
Are the two linked?
Yeah. So
okay,
Mr.
Engineer.
My thing was that, and I think this is false. Was growing up, I heard that if you get stuck on the train track, it's your like car's like a little magnet, and then you can't like unbuckle your seatbelt because it's all fucked.
I've never heard that.
And then you can't like open your door.
So
I was thinking, but like, cause how do you get stuck?
That's what I'm saying.
The only thing is like, cause like a ramp, like, cause wait, let's guess for a second.
Sometimes it's like a hump.
Yeah, it's a little hump, and you lose momentum. And yeah, maybe those things are a little stronger than you think.
No way.
But like, if you're already driving like you are, like, okay, full stop, maybe. Like if those things are metal.
Yeah.
But why would they be metal? First, they should be wood, cause if people are driving through them, like
would.
I think
What
they
is this,
should.
the fucking 70s?
I'm saying they should be.
Oh.
But I'm gonna be rot. But if your full stop might be too strong, like that you can't hit it, you can't pass it. But like you're going 25, 30 miles per hour, it would have just broke.
Would it?
I thought you were more scared
like
that
nowadays they're like metal or like PVC, you know?
I thought you were more scared that like, yeah, but it's all about the hinge. Like this might be strong, but when you hit it, the hinge breaks.
Is up and down. The hinge isn't that way, right?
Well, yeah, it's not built to be that way, but so is a bone and it breaks.
True. We should do. This should be a MythBusters. This probably is a MythBusters episode.
But the thing is, I thought you were scared because okay, this thing's coming down. That means a train is coming within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Were you thinking of that, or you were thinking just?
100%. Yeah, I'm like, fuck. I should not have been there.
Chris, what are you doing, dude?
Dude, it was just such. That could happen to anybody,
like, bro. No, because I just got the. I just had this. I just had that same situation. Not lab, but did like a test. I just had that same situation. I was driving downtown, leaving from work, I believe. Yep.
Coming home, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was hitting like downtown train tracks. Going down, lights on, went back up, went back down, went back up. Lights going. And so everyone's like fucking flipping, like right? What? Tripping, like what the hell?
Yeah.
And then, so when I got there, I literally, like, even though it went up, no lights anymore, or maybe there was lights, I stayed there for like a good 30 seconds.
God, you're what's wrong with the fucking
and people started honking.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I get a fucking second? It just tweaked out. Literally, everyone just saw it. I think the lights were still on. And I was like, everyone just saw it tweaked out. The person next to me is like, fucking stopped too. The people in the middle didn't give a fuck. They just drove through. And I was like, can I hear the train for a second? I look.
You should roll your windows down.
I didn't have them down, yeah. But, like, you know? That's how you approach that situation.
Yeah, that's the best way.
There's no way this thing, lights are on. There could be a malfunction with the whole, the hinge system. And you're thinking, like, let me check my fucking how great my hair did.
I don't know, man. It was just like a blonde moment, you know?
Dirty blonde.
We all have them, don't we?
Yeah.
Like fucking those little lapses of judgment, you know? You just blank.
Teenage pregnancies.
Know. Everybody was going. It just didn't click, like, that this might go down.
Okay,
know?
So how far was the train, or was there a train?
I don't recall seeing one, but I don't know. There might have been one, like, once I got far, like, past it.
Do you remember, like, looking at the review and seeing, like, oh, okay.
I just remember looking at everybody to see if they were looking at me like, you fucking dumbass piece of shit. And nobody was looking at me. Like, nobody was looking at me weird or anything. Because if it was me, I'd be like...
I just feel like you're an idiot. Like, you almost risked your life. Like this when you got out. Like, yeah. You know, people push, like... Because you'll see people, like, go when it's going down. And they purposely, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, can we look up how do people die from a train track, getting stuck on a train track?
I'm going to put how do cars get stuck on train tracks? You know what Lindsay gets super pissed at me for? I ask her for her opinion on shit. I'm like, should I buy like the medium size or the small size, you know? And whatever answer she gives me, I always am like, no, but if I get that, I'm gonna get this one. I always
you do that a lot.
I never noticed.
Don't even talk to me. Don't even ask me about it, you know?
I never noticed.
Sometimes like, but you need see the thing. That's why
it's like I just want your input, but I already have such a strong opinion of what I think is right.
I'm used to it where I just give you like I try to convince you now, you know?
Yeah.
Because you'll be like, what should I get, the red or the blue iPhone? And I'll be like, oh, the blue. But I've just been red all my life. And I'll be like, but you know, change. You know, then you start playing.
Like, fuck, you got a point.
You know? But it is annoying because like, bro, just sign, seal, deliver it.
Have you seen this new fucking Google AI feature?
Dude, I love it.
I don't like it.
Oh.
I always skip past it because I'm like, can I trust that? Like, I just don't trust it. Because I'm like, where are you getting this shit from? But let's try it. This is what AI overview on Google says. Cars can get stuck on train tracks for a number of reasons, including stalling. Okay, that's gotta be fucking rare, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you're driving a stick shift.
Yeah.
And you're stopped.
Dude, I'd fucking shit bricks.
Oh my god, yeah. You're the next in line.
Holy hell.
The fucking thing comes up, malfunction with the Taboneta.
Yeah.
And then you go and you stall because you're kind of new, and then it goes back down and you're fucked.
Yeah. And you're like...
You're stuck. Do you see those videos ever? Where people like they'll pull up with like a straight face and then it's like a stick shift and
yeah,
like, yeah, they're like trying not to laugh.
Dude, they're fucking out their car.
Yeah.
Angel, oh, he doesn't have that.
Okay, the next reason is not paying attention.
Checking your hair.
Yeah, drivers may not see a train approaching or may try to speed through a crossing while warning signals are active. That's only 2 fucking reasons AI has. This is why I don't use this shit. Okay, let's see what else. Most railroad crossings are rather tough, and many drivers slow to almost a crawl to go across them. This is the most likely time for a car to stall out, especially if it is in need of a tune-up. Or people forget.
Call me fucking brokey.
Or people forget where they are.
Brokey.
And are parked on the crossing.
Okay, can you say?
Do are there magnets?
Are there magnets on rail carts that cause
Are train tracks magnetic?
Yeah. And is that a reason that they call cars to fuck us get stuck? Or something like that.
Magnetic, causing cars to get stuck.
Is Magneto under there holding every single train track?
Is that the villain from, what is that?
X-Men.
Nice. Does a kind of magnetic field from an oncoming train really cause a car to stall? Well, this is on Quora, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's like the equivalent of Reddit.
Isn't that the new Avatar?
Good one. Okay, it's entitled, Does a kind of magnetic field from an incoming train really cause a car to stall on the tracks? Philip Remaker, problem solver, says, you can't find anything on the internet about it because it's nonsense. No magnetic field, with the possible exception of an electromagnetic pulse from a nuclear blast, would disable a car. What are we talking about, dude?
Holy shit, I didn't know we were fucking watching Oppenheimer.
What the fuck? Neither trains nor train tracks emit a significant magnetic field. A magnetic field drops off extremely rapidly based on the square of the distance from the source. Okay, just let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah, I'm not here for math.
All right.
Okay, last thing. Can you just look up how strong are railroad poles?
Do you want to hear the next Quora question? What is a rich person's money tip you wish you knew sooner?
Yeah, let's see. It's
Here's
part of like
the
save $100 every day and you'll be a millionaire by the end of your life.
1, cancel your car insurance.
That's good.
You might not even realize it, but your car insurance company is probably overcharging you. In fact, they're kind of counting on you not noticing. Luckily, this problem is easy to fix. This is a fucking ad.
With CarMax.
A company called Insurify shows you your options all at once.
Nice.
Bitch. You can become a real estate investor for as little as $10. I didn't know that.
All right, let's keep it. I don't know.
Stop paying your credit card company.
What is this, Andrew Tate?
I know. Earn as much as $1,000 a month doing simple porn online. Just kidding. I didn't say that.
Oh, nice.
It did start with that.
You're not going to look up the polls?
What are we looking up?
Why did you look like that?
Here, do you want to type? Since you always criticize my typing.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? New generation. Hold on. Let me do something for my future father-in-law's book. How strong are railroad pole crossing warnings?
Yeah, let's see what that fucking gives us.
How strong... Fucking broke-ass phone. How strong are railroad crossing poles?
Good. You gotta hold it like you're...
No.
You gotta hold it like this when the results are loading?
Oh, it's not going.
I don't think that feature
How
works.
strong are railroad crossings poles?
I don't think it works because I try to do that feature sometimes and...
Fuck! God damn it. How strong?
Oh my god.
Brokey.
My phone's from 2019, by the way. iPhone 10.
Dude, you're really not missing much.
iPhone
honestly.
XR.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Especially with your hand. Railroad crossings are designed to be robust and durable, lasting for decades. However, There are still many safety concerns around railroad crossings, including train stopping distance, warning devices, driver behavior, number of crossings. Okay, fucking, can I get a right answer? Can we get a right answer?
All right. It sounds like I feel like this day and age, I feel like they're meant like a garage door to come back up if it fucking touches something.
Yeah. I think, like, I just don't think, like, if it goes in your car and you drive, it might just scratch up. Like, but it won't be like, it's not like you're hitting Omni-Man and it's destroying your car. It's like, it's just gonna break. Like, 3,000-pound car, $200 post. 200-pound post.
It's gotta be more than that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, so then what? What was your, like, how was your drive home? Or how was your drive to Lindsay? What music? What are you thinking?
I think for 30 seconds to a minute, I was like, that could have been so bad. You know? Like, just so many things could have happened. And then I just moved on.
Nice, good.
But then I thought about it later, and I was like, God, like, fuck. It started making me anxious thinking about it. It's like, that could have been bad.
If you had to replace...
Everybody stopped. Like, even on the other side, like, all complete stop. Not even moving anymore. I was like, holy shit.
Go down. Yeah. It's going down. Meet me at the mall.
And then everybody probably thinks I'm an asshole just trying to, like, beat it. You know? And, like, that was not it at all.
Dude, I wish I was fucking Bumblebee.
Beat it.
Your last Bumblebee was so good. If you had to replace railroad cross... Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
He's gonna drive you home. Remember that part? Huh? When he's like going to pick her up.
Oh,
Megan Fox. And I think Bumblebee stopped for him. He's like, no.
Yeah, and he's trying not to.
And it would like break down.
And he's like, the door opened.
It would like break down on purpose and start playing like Marvin Gaye.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like, let's get it home. He's like, oh, my car. It's just this car.
Yeah. Fucking Shia LaBeouf is just screaming. That whole movie, they just always talk about that. Like nowadays,
him just like sprinting.
What is that thing called? The Omniforce, the Omnicron. Get the Omnicron.
Is that what it's called?
That might be
the Allspark.
That's what it was. Omnicron might be like Ben 10.
The Allspark. Dude, it was so sick when I loved that fucking movie when I was a kid.
Yeah.
All the like vending machines start coming alive and
like,
shit, and like little fucking
the music
mailboxes.
To that, the sound design, it's like.
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
And then fucking Optimus starts saying some crazy shit, you know?
I remember Mr. Kopeski.
Yeah.
In high school, he was like saying how he's like a movie nerd, and he was saying how a lot of people, I guess, hated on the new Transformers because they're like, Michael Bay ruined my childhood.
Yeah, I heard it's really not like really
Connected
not the
to,
same
like,
to the cartoons, you know?
Yeah.
Like very Michael Bay'd, you know?
What
Just
else
like,
does he make?
What do you mean?
Like, what other movies has he made, Michael Bay?
I think he made Pearl Harbor, maybe, with Ben Affleck. Maybe. I know he made something like that. Maybe one with Mark Wahlberg instead.
And it just turned it into like a fucking action storyline thing?
Yeah, like he's very much explosives.
You
know?
Oh, okay.
So he's just like very explosive, action, hot girl.
We should watch it again. Like
what,
now.
Transforms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
Just the fucking, dude, oh my God, and seeing the fighter jets transform in the air.
And like, then land.
And then landing on their feet. Oh my God, it's so sick.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah, right there. Or it's so much slow-mo. Or that one guy who's like,
so cool.
His face was a gun. It was like,
was it?
Yeah, it was like on the third one.
God, I love that shit. That's so cool.
Dude, my dream car.
The little thing that's like crawling, that little robot thing, like.
And he's like trying to hop Megan Fox's leg. Like,
oh,
he's like, get your fucking, you know.
That's crazy. My mom got that movie for me, I think.
Yeah, it was
surprisingly not appropriate for
because I watched this show called Mr. Sunday Movies YouTube channel. Sorry, shout out if you know him. And they do like what's called Caravan of Garbage, but it's not like just for bad movies. It's just what they call the segment, but it's like reviews. But a lot of things obviously like don't age well. Like not don't age well. We think are good, and they're a little older than us, and they're like, dude, this shit was never good. It wasn't good, you know. And especially now, you look back and you're like, this shit really isn't good. But they were shitting on they were like talking about Transformers, and one of the things was like, dude, it was just fucking horny. Like a lot of the jokes and everything was just horny. You know?
I think that's one of the movies that sparked my sexuality. Was just
Megan
like
Fox
seeing Megan Fox in a white fucking tank top. Like, are you kidding me?
And just like just working on the car and the hood.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that's got to be one of my early influences. That's nuts.
Okay, if you had to. I don't know if this is fucking already moved on, but if you had to change railroad crossings besides the pole to save people's lives, How'd you change it?
I think I was thinking about this a while ago, like months ago.
Oh, nice.
Because I always drive through that shit to go to jiu-jitsu too.
So you're like, what can we do better as a society?
Yeah, right. And I had something I was getting to.
You were cooking.
Fuck. I feel like an overpass situation would just save everybody. But it's like, that's so much fucking money. Like every railroad crossing to have that.
Yeah.
Maybe at least the major ones, you know?
It has to be pretty tall.
There's a very traumatic event regarding trains that I remember from my childhood. But I don't know if I should share it. Fuck it. Doing it live. Yeah, I remember at the skate park. And the skate park in Riverbank is like right next to the railroad tracks, like backs up to it basically. And then there's like this street that you can look straight down, and there is an overpass that goes over the train tracks. And I remember this train, it was an Amtrak actually, and the Amtraks go fucking fast. It like had come, but then it stopped for a while, I think, like down by that overpass that you could see in the distance. And it was stopped there for a while, which is weird because you don't see Amtrak stopped.
Yeah.
And
at that location.
There was this car that like drives past the skate park, and they slow down, and it's like this woman in distress, and she's like yelling out of the window, like screaming frantically, and she's like, "Where's my son? My son got hit by the train." And then she like skirts down the street like all the way to the overpass. And I remember hella dudes. I didn't because I felt so like bad.
Yeah.
But hella dudes like started smashing like on their boards like down there, like skating to go check it out. And I think they like, the guy lived, by the way, too.
The son?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And they said apparently they're like the Amtrak was going slow. Never in my fucking life have I seen an Amtrak going slow.
Yeah.
But they said it was going like slower, so it didn't like.
It was only going 90 miles per hour instead of the usual 200.
My ending of the story is that it didn't hurt him too bad, and I think he just had.
What do you think? Probably lost a leg?
Injuries. I think he definitely broke some bones and probably had some internal stuff, but I don't know.
Like it hit him?
I don't know. I don't know if he was
Check that guy for fucking superpowers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was trying to like self-harm.
Yeah.
Or not. But yeah, that was like
Seaway
fucking crazy.
But in front of your mom, like, I think he was just probably messing around because in front of your mom, like he's not gonna be like, "Mom," or he's not gonna be like,
messing around.
Like,
no, his mom had like heard about it somehow. Like that train was stopped for like hours.
Probably. Oh, so like she had.
So I think they contacted her probably and was like, "Your son's
I thought like she
hit."
was close, like she was driving, maybe parked somewhere, and then he ran off.
And I mean, it was an adult. I'm pretty sure it was like either like a teenager or like a young adult.
Yeah, when you said kid like too, I thought it was like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, but I remember just having this fucking like your gut just like you feel like that was bad. Yeah. Anyways,
hey, can I real quick? Sorry.
What do you think could make him safer?
It's not as cool anymore. I was just thinking like maybe the National Guard just have him there with like a horse.
Nice. Okay, what were you gonna say?
I sent you a text that you ignored a couple weeks ago, and I'm wondering, what'd you think of it? Because it was out of the blue.
Oh, I was gonna bring that up and I forgot. That's why I ignored it. That's why I ignored it, because I wanted to catch you off guard. This fucker, he texts me out of nowhere.
Get some like perfect context. Come on.
He texts me out of nowhere. I'm at work. He sends me a fucking TikTok, and he straight up says, "This is why I think your mom's so hot, is because she reminds me of Reba from Dexter," and it fucking just turns me on or whatever.
Yeah.
And I watched the TikTok. It's like a compilation of like sexualizing Reba basically, and just like showing how hot she is. I was like, you fucking bitch.
I know you're gonna be so like, what the fuck are you on?
You just had like such a mischievous grin on your face sending that.
Yeah,
like, you
I
just
did.
knew.
I want to get the exact.
Yeah, put it in the pod, please, so they can see.
I said mom, right?
Yes.
On the text.
Yeah.
So.
What fucking? Is that true? Like, has that always been the reason, or did you just see that thing of Reba and you're like, oh, looks like Chris's mom, and then you decided to send that?
Yeah, like I think when was that? Like maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
It's not like we text much anyways. It would give me a scroll.
Yeah, you never fucking invite me anywhere either. So.
Okay. I'm gonna find it in fucking 5 seconds, boys. Just give me a second. I'll cut it if anything. Just cut it. Take it.
Just staring at your nutsack right now.
It's coming out. Oh my god.
Why is it so fucking?
It's just the ball.
It looks like he said. I'll send you the TikTok too. He said, "I think this is why I have a crush on your mom. Since I saw this show a while back, and your mom reminds me of Rita. It's Rita, not Reba." And then I just didn't respond. And then
let me see the TikTok. Just let me get those feelings again.
Fucking bitch, you're sick. Yeah, turn it up, probably.
Thanks for getting here so fast.
What's the emergency?
You caught Harry's on.
Gosh, man, tell me she did not turn you on as like
watching that and seeing her like that montage. She's very pretty. Like she
just had that like
she's super pretty.
Dude, she reminds me of your mom, which is fucking crazy. Like
she just has such a comforting presence too in that show.
Yeah, but then she was like also like
she was his rock, you know.
But they were horny, right?
Were they?
Well, wasn't she nude on the show a couple times?
I think she was. Now that you say it.
But like it's weird because now like I really respect your mom. So it's like now it's getting like this weird cross, and I'm like I don't like it. Yeah. Reba, Joanne.
But when she died, dude, in that show.
Well, fucking spoiler alert.
Okay, the show's fucking 12 years old.
Yeah.
Nobody's, it's not like it's fucking
maybe
hot
we'll put
news.
a spoiler warning. I won't. Dude, when she died.
Cut the femoral artery in the bathtub.
So sad.
Signature of that killer, remember?
What's his name? The
old
Trinity
guy
killer?
With the white. Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, he's the Trinity killer.
Okay.
And then Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher.
I should watch that show again.
Taylor wants to rewatch
like Breaking Bad,
it, so I want to rewatch it.
Because when I watched that, I was in high school, so I'm sure it would fucking hit like it was brand new, basically. You know.
Those instincts, impulse. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I want to rewatch it. All right. Can you tell me the mom story?
Yeah, it's not a story about my mom, but it's a story my mom told me, and I thought it was really interesting.
We could probably close off with it.
Yeah, a little bit true crimey as well, which is a segment we haven't done on here too much. So, she starts off by telling me...
You want to do the murder mystery voice?
No, I can't do that the whole time. No. There was almost a murder.
Dude, you killed it, man. You killed it. People need to show respect to that fucking accent because you killed it.
Thank you.
You killed it.
There's this guy from Oakdale, right? His name's Alex Lucero.
Okay.
He's a musician. And...
oh, shit. My toes have been in this.
The dogs. He's a musician, and I guess he plays, like, local shows, kind of like breweries and stuff. And, like, you know, he started off doing, like, gigs like that and, like, cover music, like, you know, fucking Foo Fighters and shit.
Mm. Have you seen that clip of... Oh, my God. He's the guy from Click. He's played Click. Have you seen Click, the movie?
Yeah, Adam
he's
Sandler,
like the
right?
God guy that gives him the control. And he's
I
like,
think so. Yeah.
And he has a weird voice. Like, oh, yeah, you're... You know, like, he introduced the Foo Fighters. I don't know if I could do it. But he talks really weird. And then he's like, welcome to Foo Fighters.
I don't know.
You know the actor.
I don't remember. I saw that as like such a young kid.
No, I know, but I'm not saying like it was in Click. I'm saying that's the guy that said it. But you know the guy I'm talking about? And he talks like his voice inflects a lot, like up and down.
I'm sure I know who you're talking about.
His voice. I just can't even do it. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe if your accents were better.
Foo Fighters. Chris Mariscal.
Is he one of the main guys in like Adam Sandler's movies?
No.
You know how he has a click in there.
But he's like such a unique voice because he talks like this. It's not like fucking Dracula, but gotta show you after.
You don't know his name?
No clue.
His actor name?
No.
You know every fucking actor's name.
I know.
So there's this guy, Alex Lucero, right? And so yeah, he would start playing like just cover music, cover band kind of shit around here. In Oakdale, by the way, yeah, it's like fucking 10 minutes from our town. And him and his wife are like in a band together, and they started to like gain like a lot of traction, and they're starting to like get a lot bigger. And they're starting to make their own music and stuff, and they've been touring in like fucking like Europe and stuff, and they had a show to play in Hawaii.
And they're how old at this time?
They're probably like in their 30s. This is now. Like this is recent.
Okay, yeah.
This happened in June, the story I'm going to tell you. So this summer. they had a show to play in Hawaii, in Maui specifically, the island of Maui. So they fly there, right? They had 2 shows to play. So they fly there. The same day they land, they have a show to play. So they play the show that night. Goes good, whatever. The next day they had off. So they just had like a luxury day, you know? So they decided to drive their rental car, which they had upgraded to like a Mustang convertible topless. And they decided to do this thing. It's called Road to Hana. It's like it's called like the Hana Highway specifically. And it's just the area of the island is called like Hana. And it's super fucking beautiful. Like, basically, I'm going to try to pull up the island so I can describe this to you a little bit. I don't know if it'll make sense to the viewers, but at least it'll make sense to you.
Oof. No underwear?
I don't smell it yet. Okay, we're going to look up. What the fuck is my phone right now? Jesus Christ.
Maybe you do need a new one.
Oh, definitely. It lags all the time. Can I use your phone? Jesus, fuck.
Oh, yeah, it's at 5%.
Great. God, your fucking fart smells like shit. Okay, so this is the island.
We should have like the 4D podcast experience where like they scratch it.
Oh, it smells like your ass.
Then it smells like that gag episode where I smell your fingers. Oh, I can't get that out of my fucking nose and brain.
Yeah, that's burned in there.
It sucked, dude.
And Jaime's farts, like, they just smell so... It's such a specific, unique smell. Okay, so this is the island of Maui, where the pin is, right?
Yeah.
Maui. And...
Why are we looking at this again?
Because it's going to help with the story.
Okay.
So, this whole part of the island down here is so fucking, like, deserted and desolate, and it's not, like, where the tourists stay.
Yeah, just them and
the
chickens.
Tourists stay, like, around here and mostly, like, up here, like, in these towns.
Okay.
But what they did, it's called Road to Hana.
I'm trying to get
You can
that.
see there's, like, no fucking towns right here, right?
Yeah.
It's just land. And the highway...
More like Road to Nada.
Right. And the highway goes along the coast, and it's, like, super fucking, like, windy. See here? This is, like, what it's like. It's, like, super fucking windy. You have to drive really slow because a lot of it's, like, on the edge of the cliff that goes down to the ocean, but you're, like, fucking hundreds of feet up. Like, it's pretty sketch. So you got to be careful. And so they're doing that, and there's always hella tourists, like, during the day because it's just, like, beautiful. Like, everywhere you turn, there's a fucking waterfall with, like, a swimming hole, and you can stop and swim, and it's just, like, hikes everywhere. It's just, like, super pretty.
Yeah.
Jungly, and it's, like, paradise. And so they're doing the fucking thing, the highway. And it's, like, an all-day thing. This will make sense later. It's, like, an all-day, like, mission to do this road because it's so far on the other side of the island from where, like, you're going to be staying at. And it's just super, like, windy. There's a bunch of traffic. It's, like, stop and go. And it's just, that's the game. And then you get to the end of it because the highway goes all the way around the island. So you could take it all the way back and end up going all the way around. And it would be quicker to do that. But the highway is closed.
Oh.
And it was closed when I went, like, back in 2022 when we did this road. And it's still closed now.
Why? Construction?
I don't know why. I think it's construction, yeah. And so this couple, right, they got like a tip from the locals. And they're like, hey, if you stop like in this part of the Hana Highway, you can like jump over the guardrail and like hike down to this like secret waterfall like only locals know about. And they did it. And they said it was like super fucking beautiful, like super nice swimming hole. They spent a long time there. And they hiked back up and they got to their car. And at this time, it's like getting dark outside.
Oh, I know you're going to say that.
It's getting dark. It's like 8 p.m. And you don't want to be driving on this road in the nighttime because, like I said, it's super fucking windy and sketchy. And all the tourists like leave by that time. Like nobody really hangs around like too late. And we left in the afternoon and it was like that's when everybody was leaving.
So you went to this road as well?
Yeah. It is like it's such a fucking long day because you just stop so many times and there's hella cars and it's just so far. And yeah, and we had to turn back too. Like you can't just keep, even though when you look it up, here's the thing. When you look up the map to get back to your town in Maui, it tells you to go like around the island and keep going straight on the highway because it wraps around and goes back. And it tells you like that's a shorter route. But the road has signs like blocking it off, saying like highway closed. So you have to turn back and go back the way you came, which is what takes forever. Yeah. It's like a fucking 3-hour drive.
Because you can't loop all the way.
Exactly.
Is that the road that's closed? Is that why it's closed like that?
It's just one highway, yeah. So you basically go all the way out and then you go back instead of going a loop around because it's closed. So they look it up on their phone. Of course, it tells them like to keep going straight instead of turning around. So they do. And it's nighttime, right? And they see the road closed signs, but they're pushed off to the side of the road. So they're like, they don't think anything of it. They're like, fuck it. So they keep going straight down this highway. Again, to paint the picture, super like locals only part of the island. There's no like resorts or like anything, not even like towns here really. It's just like super jungly. You'll see a house like tucked in like I don't know, every like fucking 10 to 20 minutes you'll see like a random house or something.
Like a local's house?
Exactly, yeah. So they're driving.
Like a bougie local's house or like a Hawaiian local's house?
Yeah, like
Like they live there. Like they're there. They're born there.
Yes. Yeah. And they're driving. It's dark out. They pass the road closed signs. All is well, right? They see this like little truck and it's pulled like really close to the road, like it's about to pull out. And I think they slowed down so it could pull out, but it didn't. So they just kept going and then it pulled behind them. So they're driving, the truck's behind them, whatever. They don't think about it. And then the truck speeds up and goes like in front of them and goes for a while. They're like, that was weird, but whatever. Like fucking 10 minutes later, the truck, like they see the truck, but it's stopped in the middle of the road, like blocking both lanes. It's just a 2-lane highway, like, you know, it's blocking the lanes. So they slow down. There's the fucking guy gets out of the truck and he has like a hood on and a mask on and everything. They can only see his eyes and he has a fucking gun. And he's like, get the fuck out of the car. Take everything out. Give me everything you fucking have. Give me your phones. Like yelling at him, you know, like I'll fucking shoot you. They give him everything. They give him their phones, whatever, right?
Okay.
Gunpoint
scenarios.
The guy pulls his truck. Yeah, let's not go there. The guy pulls his truck off the side of the road, takes their fucking Mustang, and he tells them walk that way. So walk back the way you came.
Okay, good.
Right? And so they start walking, but then they hear the guy like, they hear the screech of the tires like he's flipping a U. And the highway's like so narrow that he has to like do a 3-point turn. So they had enough time to like sprint off the side of the road. And off of the highway, it's like a kind of like a, not a crazy cliff, but it drops down to the beach on one side. And then on the other side is like a pretty steep like mountain that goes up like
so it doesn't even
high.
Go to the
like
jungle.
It is like jungly, but like uphill. And so they run towards the ocean side of the road.
Yeah.
And there's like a big boulder, I guess. And they run and hide behind the boulder. And the guy like starts driving past it. And like cartoon style, they're like going around the boulder to where he can't see them. And they keep doing that for like 2 or 3 times that the guy's driving past. And like, yeah. And then 3-point turn again and goes back looking for them. And he's yelling shit at them. He's like, I watched the whole interview, by the way. This is how I know this.
Okay.
My mom told me the story, but there's like an hour-long interview that I watched.
You watched it?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
And because I wanted to do the story justice.
You're doing great.
The guy's yelling shit like, come out, get the fuck out. Whatever.
Terrifying.
And they hear him fucking doing a 3-point turn again, and they book it across the highway towards the mountain jungle side, right? And they go like kind of up this hill, and there's a spot where they can kind of like lay down. So they're like up above the highway.
Wait, why didn't he just get out and go on the boulder?
I don't know. I don't think he knew that they were there like specifically because it's dark outside and it's while he was turning around. Yeah. So I don't think he was like
where do they go
had his eye on them. Exactly. But he knew they were there somewhere. So they're up on this hill now, laying down, like watching them below. And a taxi comes. Like, it literally says taxi on the car and everything. Taxi driver comes and, like, meets with the guy. And so the taxi driver's in on it, you know? Because I think for a second they're like, fuck, we should, like, tell this guy, you know? They're in on it. And I think another car comes as well. So there's, like, 3 different groups of people.
So they're probably just waiting for tourists.
All, like, collaborating. Yeah, exactly. And they're, like looking.
One taxi either picks them up, the other person either waits for them. Like,
exactly,
the whole
yeah.
thing's...
And they're all looking for the couple.
Fuck, I'm fucking shitting bricks.
And they're laying up there. And they fucking... Dude, it was so real. Like, in the interview, they're like, we thought we were going to die. Like, the guy starts shooting into the area where they are. Like, he's yelling shit so desperate and popping off the fucking... I don't know. But...
They probably know that they'd be like... if they kill him, they're, like, more lost than dead.
And the thing is, like... Maui's, like, small. Like, it's not, like, a big... And if they know that... Like, if they come back to town and they're like... This happened on this part of the island. There's only so many people it could be.
Yeah.
Because it's like a very, like, locals only, like, very...
Yeah, especially like a taxi of this and this.
Exactly.
And the car description.
They have all the details, you know?
Yeah.
So...
They were just terrified.
Yeah, so they start popping fucking shots into their, like, area. And they literally were, like, saying goodbyes to each other. They were like, I love you so much.
Like playing a song? Yesterday... all my troubles seem so far away.
Oh my god! But they said goodbye legit, and they were like, "This is it, dude. Like,
goodbye,
I love you so much.
everybody.
Like, whatever."
I got to go.
And they said they were just like, you know what? If we go down, we go down swinging. Yeah. So they started.
I'm still standing.
Okay, enough.
I'm
Fuck.
sorry.
Jesus
I'm sorry,
Christ.
I'm sorry. I just.
They started hiking up the mountain. Like, just through the jungle. And this shit, like, dude, it's so thick. Like, it's so crazy. Like...
So to get away.
I've been there. And it's like, dude, without a trail, like, it's gnarly.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's crazy. So they start getting, like, we're going to try to get away. So they start going up the mountain. And these people get drones out. And they're flying drones looking for them, dude. It was crazy. And they didn't end up finding them, luckily. And they don't have phones, no water, no nothing. And... They keep going up the mountain. They got carjacked at like 8 or 9 p.m. that night. And they end up going all the way up this fucking mountain, which they didn't realize at the time, but it's called Haleakala. It's the volcano of Maui. And there's like an observatory at the top. It's kind of like a tourist destination. Yeah. They end up making it all the fucking way to the top. 10,000 feet this mountain is, by the way.
Holy shit. Yeah. That's Mammoth Lakes is what? How many feet in elevation?
Like 10 or 12,000.
That's driving.
Yeah. And so, yeah, they hike all the way up.
That's a human spirit.
Yeah. And by the time they got up to the top and they found like a forest ranger to be like, fucking help us, it was like 7 p.m. the next day.
Holy
so it's
shit.
like 24 fucking hours it took them, like, just hiking in the heat.
Yeah,
and fucking
nonstop.
Gnarly, dude. I guess at one point on the hike, it's not even a trail, by the way. So it's like they're literally just going through the forest.
Yeah,
like,
they probably get killed by animals.
They said they got bit up by a bunch of shit, and like I think they could hear like boar, like wild boar for a little bit.
Those are pretty dangerous, right?
Yeah. And they had found like a hunting station where there was like a water tank, and that's how they got some water, so that like fucking saved them. But yeah, so they found like a forest ranger or whatever, and they took them back to town or whatever. And they said that like every law enforcement person they talked to was like so fucking rude and like condescending to them. And I think because like you forget that you're a tourist in somebody's home, you know? Yeah. And not only that, you're an American tourist in a fucking like colonized island of people who are not American. Like, yeah. This should never have happened, you know? So it's like the attitude towards like tourists, it depends like who, and I'm assuming where they live, but like, you know, it could be kind of like cold. And so I guess all the cops were super fucking mean and were just like basically saying it was like their fault. Like, why were you driving there? The road is closed. Why are you driving there at night? You shouldn't be on that part of the island. All this stuff. And they were like super upset because they're like, dude, we almost fucking died. And you know? And basically they ended up picking the guy out of a lineup They had a lineup, and they fucking were able to pick him out. I think by his voice. I think they have him like say something. They're like, all right, each of you say, get the fuck out of the car. But yeah, they picked him out, and the guy got arrested and everything. It's just crazy.
Do you know if they found the accomplices?
I don't think so. They just got the main guy.
Well, he didn't snitch.
But I know, huh? But fucking crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
And it's just crazy because when my mom was telling it to me, she was like, why would they be there at that time? Because, like, the road's closed and it's nighttime. Like, why are you still there? And I'm thinking, like, this is 1,000% something I would do. Like, one.
Are you talking about robbing the people?
No. Being on that highway at that time.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I mean, look at the railroad thing.
Huh?
Look at you in the railroad situation.
No railroad. Oh. Yeah. But I'm just like, you're in Hawaii. And when you're in Hawaii, nothing matters. Like,
yeah. Because
you're literally paradise.
You're on vacation.
You're on
so
vacation.
Nothing matters to you.
It's so warm, cozy. The water's so warm. Everything's beautiful. You're not like living really is like it's a different pace of life over there. The speed limit's like 40 miles an hour on the highways. Like it's like different. And so I could totally see myself like in that situation. Because I'm like I'm on the high of fucking going to the secret waterfall and swimming with someone I love and like everything's good. Like why am I going to worry and have my guard up? You know?
I could drive 3 hours back.
Exactly.
Like at any time.
I'm not tripping. Like I'm in Hawaii. So I'm like, I could totally see how you could end up in that situation because that's the last fucking thing you expect. But then you remember, like, this is somebody's home. You know, like people live here. You know, so it's just fucking crazy. I thought that was an interesting story. You know.
Well, when you were going with this, I thought you were going with they got killed. I think they got killed.
One thing to add that they were saying in the interview is I don't know. I haven't fact checked this. I don't know how accurate it is, but this couple they were saying in the interview that. I guess there's like tourists that go missing like every year and are never found in Hawaii, but it's very like underreported and the media doesn't really talk about it because it's bad for like tourism, which is their main industry, you know, and like how they make money. So it's kind of crazy from that perspective. If that's true, like
that's
maybe
probably
they
why
do kill them.
That's probably why those people were like, dude, let's kill them. They go missing. No one's going to blink an eye.
Exactly. Like they're tourists. We have fucking like so many tourists.
And they're last seen going to like the spot that's off a cliff.
And they shouldn't even be on this road anyways. Like nobody's gonna even look here. Kind of like a good crime.
With the drones,
you know.
I think they had a system with the taxi.
Yeah, they had to, right? Like, yeah, because it's like if they get away, the taxi comes and
hey,
they're like, "Oh shit, taxi! Fucking let me flag you down." You know.
Yeah. What was the third fucking person? The police officer?
No.
They would have had the whole trinity, you know.
I was like, really, I was not expecting that story.
Hey, you think that truck? Oh, sorry, this scenario I was gonna ask you. When the guy came out pointing his gun with the mask on, you driving the car into him?
No, with the gun?
Yeah, like lean down and just. You think he might?
No.
You think you're just getting out?
I think I would just be like, okay, I'll just give him my shit, and he's not gonna want like nobody. He's not gonna kill me, you know? Like he just wants my stuff.
That's what everyone thinks.
I would not think to ram him. Would you?
Depends how far he is.
Yeah.
I think if he's far enough where I could get like if he's like hella close like to this door or a little farther still too close, like dude, like his aim is spot on. I don't have enough acceleration, but then he has less time to think.
Yeah.
But if he's far, I'm like, okay, your shot's spotty. I could kind of just go like this, but I have to hit him. Because you miss, and then you're just right there with a gun right there. Like, he's just killing you. You know?
True.
Which is a lot on a person. But I see those all the time when they, like, the car's in front of you. People get out. Like, 2 people will get out and be like, all right. And they just drive into them and pass them.
And ram it.
Like,
I have seen videos like that.
Like, I wouldn't think that.
You're right.
Just like, I'm gone. And I'm like, wow, that's so smart.
I think maybe in fucking Modesto, California, that would be a more likely response for me.
Yeah.
But in Hawaii, like, I think I would slow down and be like, oh, fuck, maybe they have car trouble. Like, I think I would slow down, and then there's no way I can accelerate fast enough. You know what I mean?
No.
It's just like, I just wouldn't expect it. My guard would be down completely.
Their album is going to be crazy.
I know. Fuck.
Right?
I almost fucking died.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah. It might be like Hawaii. Ooh, don't go down that road.
Don't go down that road.
Don't
you do it.
A man with a gun in a truck. Drones flying overhead.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, I thought I was dead. Saying goodbye to my loved one.
Tell my wife, just give me some head one more time.
10,000 miles hiking, but we still did a quickie. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Oh,
Right.
man.
That's a crazy story, though. What are the two people so he could...
I don't know his wife's name, but his name's Alex Lucero. I'm sure her last name's probably
So
Lucero.
they're back here, right?
They live in Santa Cruz now.
I was going to say, they could be a guest.
I know. That was my next thought. When my mom told me that, I was like, they could be a fucking guest. But I was like, it's kind of far for them to drive.
And also, I don't even know if they want to
They've already
tell
told
that.
the story. It was traumatic, dude. They're like, it's just like, you walk around like a different person, kind of like,
Yeah,
you
at
have
least
your
for a
guard
while.
up always. Like, you kind of do. She's like, the wife was saying it's weird because she's like, you kind of don't give a fuck anymore because you're like, dude, I escaped like almost certain death.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I got a second chance. I'm really going to enjoy shit and just like live.
Nice.
But
Yeah,
at the
their
same
stuff's gonna be even
time, you're
better.
like
On edge.
all the time. It's
Yeah,
weird,
it's
like
a double-edged sword.
dichotomy, you know?
Dude, I never want to be close to death. Like, that fear will fuck me up.
After that fucking railroad incident,
Like, just imagine getting robbed at like point blank gun.
that's scary. That's
Like,
trauma,
you
man.
can't grab it. Like, it's not a dream. It's not like you can't. It's not a movie. You can't just grab it. Like, you're
Yeah.
dead.
You're fucked.
Boom, and then you're on edge. And then they take your stuff, and then you leave, and you're like, holy fucking hell, I could have died.
Can I add one thing, then we'll close out?
Yeah.
I for the first time in my life, am paying for my own Netflix account.
That's great.
It's come to that.
Why?
I would use Lindsay's, but she has so many fucking people on it that every time I go to watch it, it's like, update your household. There are more, like, you
Update
know,
your
and you got to
account,
send
like-
the thing to the email and fucking.
How many people did she have on it?
And so we were doing that for a while. I don't know. Like, her dad watches it a lot,
So
and
dad,
probably
sister.
friends, and I don't know. But
I think it's only like 4 to 6 or something, probably people.
depending what plan you have.
Yeah.
'Cause I
But
think
no one's
my
fucking paying for like
plan-
I feel like an 8 people plan.
Yeah, it's like fucking $16 a month, man.
That's not bad. I don't know, for Netflix, I feel like they could pretty upcharge. Is it just like
That's how much a year? Like 100 and fucking 80 something? 200 maybe? No, not that high.
I think it's 200 flat.
16 times 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna want to know.
Yeah, this is crazy. Crazy, like, adult moment.
It's great, though.
Because I always use my mom's, and then it started doing that shit, like, where it wouldn't let me. 192. And then I used hers, and it's like I'd always have to text her, like, can you send me the code so I can, you know, update the household?
The only thing I ever pay for is Crunchyroll. I think that's like 12 or 8 bucks a month. But everyone else I just fiend off of.
Yeah.
I still got it, man. I still got it.
I was fighting
What
the
about your
good fight.
sister?
I was trying, you know.
What about your sister?
Yeah, I think she probably does have one, but I don't know. I just don't want to burden her.
What? There's 2 people. It's not like you
I
guys
think
are-
her and my mom are on it together. And I think
don't
the
think they
limit is 2
can.
people.
Because you have to be in the same household nowadays.
I think it depends on the plan because there's different options. I signed up last night, so I would know.
Oh, no, it's cool. Yeah, ask your sister about
And
it.
there's the top. I signed up for the middle one. So the lowest one, there's 3 tiers. The lowest tier,
Fuck that.
$6.99 a month, right? But you
Oh.
have ads. No fucking way I'm paying and getting ads, right?
Dude, there's no way.
And it's a 1080p.
No way.
Is the max
You're such
definition.
an asshole for that.
The second tier, I know, dude. No way you're fucking downgrading my fucking P.
Everything is like, it's just, why?
It's always a fucking
Like, did you see that thing where it's like we did streaming to escape ads and like paying,
Turn those lights.
and now like everything you pay for 1,000 streaming services and they still have ads?
Yeah, it's nuts. And the second tier, the one I paid for, I think is like 16 something.
Yeah.
Still fucking 1080p,
Seriously?
but no ads. It's like,
Fucking
okay.
God,
And the
thanks-
next one was
thanks
like
for doing the bare
$25 a month, which I'm like, you're not
For
gonna-
4K?
for 4K. And I think maybe a few more members you could fit, and maybe a few households or something. Ridiculous.
If you were smart, you'd find a friend and be like, fuck it, let's split it. I don't need it, but I'm just saying, get that 25 for
Yeah, that
12.
ran through my head, but I'm just like, I don't want to fucking go through the hassle of every month, like having to text you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
remember, and then getting mad at myself for not remembering to. It's just like I'll just take it.
Yeah. Take it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good. Congratulations. You almost died, and on the other side, you became a man.
That's
All
right.
right, guys.
That's a good way to end it.
I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.
Nice. That was a good one. That's pretty good. Yeah. No apex.
Whoosh, darling. Whoosh.